That's right, boys. Welcome to the side of the ring, because it's time for those rumors that are on the side of the ring. That's why it's called, you get it, WWE's annual Hell in a Cell premium live event is completely dead per WrestleVotes. The Twitter account told Give Me Sport the stipulation means a lot to Triple H and he doesn't want to force Hell in a Cell matches just because the show is coming up on the calendar. Yeah, that's a good point. That's an argument that's been going on for years. Let's see. Does anybody remember the gimmick pay-per-view Fatal 4-Way? Does anybody remember that? Let's see. We had Fatal 4-Way, Money in the Bank, Hell in a Cell, what else was it? Extreme Rules, that's another gimmick one, but that does really well. What's another one? TLC. TLC's another one. What else? What else do we have? Shush, don't say anything. I don't know. I think that's it, I'm forgetting one. But that doesn't mean anything. So, that makes sense. Oh, by the way, there's lawn happenings going on outside, so if you can hear that, I apologize. They like come into my room. Anyway, yeah, it makes sense that they're not doing the gimmick matches anymore, just because, like, it's too much. It's like, oh, we have to do this, we have to talk about that because the gimmick pay-per-view is coming up, so I'm glad they're not doing that anymore. Next, amidst yesterday's back and forth between Carl Anderson and New Japan, Fightful Select noted there still are and always have been plans for Anderson to work NJPW dates in the near future. WWE is aware of and okay with this, and everything is fine between all parties. It's not known what will happen with the Never Openweight title, however. Hold on. There still are and always have been plans for Anderson to work NJPW dates in the near future. WWE is aware and okay with this, and everything is fine. Yeah, I didn't answer the question. So is he working on the NJPW date or not? You didn't answer the question. That didn't tell me anything. That just said, oh, everything's fine. Okay, but you still booked him on the same day. So is he wrestling or not? We still have no idea. I still have no idea. I already told you my mastermind plan on how to make it work. So if you don't follow that, then it's a lost cause. It's done. You're useless to me. Next, Fightful also says the Kingdom trio of Matt Taven, Mike Bennett, and Maria Kanellis Bennett have signed multi-year deals with AEW. Maria's deal doesn't include wrestling or booking/management responsibilities. She had a Ring of Honor previously. Doesn't include wrestling or booking/management responsibilities. Okay, well, that's fair. So what, is she just a mouthpiece? She a manager? Well, if that's the case, if she's okay with it, then I don't see an issue with that. They signed with AEW. So they didn't sign with Ring of Honor. Unless they're signed with because he bought Ring of Honor. So I guess if you're signed under I guess if you're signed with AEW, you're also signed to Ring of Honor as well also. So I guess they don't really have to do that. It's like going into, like a big building, a really big building, and it's got 3 doors. It doesn't really matter which one you go into because you're going into the same building. I think it's like that. All right. Next, WWE was rumored to have interest in Taven, and this report mentions that Bennett's also had conversations with the company. It's not known if they got a firm offer from Triple H and teams out. FTR apparently pushed for Tony Khan to sign them. Okay. I like when that happens. I like when it's like, hey, these guys are really good and you should sign them. They're like, all right, I'm hearing about this more and more. So-and-so went to AEW, but before so-and-so went to AEW, so-and-so from WWE said, why don't you come over here? And then so-and-so went to AEW anyway because they either already had a deal negotiated or AEW offered so-and-so and so-and-so took it. I'm starting to realize that that's a pattern now, which, really in the grand scheme of things, that's kind of how you want it to work. So-and-so wants to work here, but big company wants so-and-so to work with them. But other big company says, no, work with us because we give you this. So so-and-so's like, all right, fine, Next, PW Insider adds that the Kingdom's, oh, never mind. Oh, wait, no. Hold on. The Kingdom's contracts are for, okay, I'm so confused. PW Insider adds that the Kingdom's contracts are for 3 years at AEW and are AEW deals, meaning they don't specify they'll work strictly in Ring of Honor storylines or on Ring of Honor shows. I take back everything I just said. Never mind. Never mind. The Kingdom's contracts are for 3 years and are AEW deals. Why? But he's fighting for the Ring of Honor? No, he's not. He's fighting for the TNT Championship. Oh my God, man. You could have put him on Ring of Honor. Why would you put him on AEW? That would have been fine to put him on Ring of Honor. I just regurgitated everything I'd not. Next, Kathy Kelly also spoke to AEW early this year before returning to WWE. According to Fightful, the talks apparently went well. And it's not known why she didn't end up signing with Tony Khan's company. Kathy Kelly also spoke to AEW earlier this year before returning to the... Who's this? Kathy Kelly. I don't know who this is. There's so many... Shut up, all right? Oh, her? I don't know who you're talking about. She's one of the, like, announced... Like, not announced... Like, you know... She's one of the backstage reporters. She's one of them. You know, like, what's her name? Charlie Caruso? One of them. So see, this is literally what I was saying. So-and-so spoke to AEW. And AEW was like, you should come over here. And so-and-so was like, no. And that was pretty much it. It's not known why she didn't end up signing with Tony Khan's company. Well, I mean, you know, doesn't really matter at the end of the day, does it? I mean, it's down to preference. Like, where do I really want to be, you know? Finally, a Lucha Libre promoter who's booked a Laredo Kid in the past told Laredo Morning News, yeah, look, Laredo Morning News, the emergency surgery the AAA and Impact wrestler had over the weekend after working a AAA show was for a rupture in his intestines. Oh, man, you hate that. Now, I didn't read this, but I did see this, like 2 days ago, Laredo Kid had surgery. Or he he was like, it was like an emergency or something. I did read that. I did not read it, but you know, I read the headline, and I was like, okay. So, wrestle over the weekend shows for a rupture in his intestine. Ouchies. Ouchie, youchie. Okay? Like, without even a stretch of the imagination. Ow, yowie, zowie. Okay? That sounds like it hurts a lot. Okay? It's I would argue that it's probably no hip labrum or what's it? Soy creatic, one of Socrates, you know, one of them. The point is, man, being in pain, it sure sounds like a hoot. It sure sounds real. It sure sounds like a lot of fun. Hey, how are you? I'm all right. Hip labrum. What about you? Ruptured intestine. You know, geez Louise. Yeah, man. But see, this is what I'm talking about. Oh, my intestines ruptured. I took on water. My hull breached, and I took on water, and I'm now sinking. But I still sailed. What are you talking about? What do you mean? Why? You know? Oh, because I never give up. No, stupid, dumb, and idiot. What are you talking about? Jeez Louise. What do we talk about? WWE's Hell in a Cell pay-per-view is completely dead. That makes sense. Gimmick pay-per-views are very difficult to, like... it sets a precedent, and for some of them it's like, ugh, this is too much, like Hell in a Cell, and like TLC is like, alright, I can only stand tables and ladders and chairs so many times before I want to, like, leap off the balcony, okay? Back and forth between... So, there's no confirmation of if he's gonna work the date or not. It doesn't sound like he is, Carl Anderson. It sounds like he's just going to vacate the title, work the Saudi Arabia show, and then potentially work another date in the future with NJPW and possibly work on getting the title back. Maybe. The Kingdom Trio. So, Matt Taven, Mike Bennett, and Maria Kanellis Bennett are with AEW, and they're not with Ring of Honor. I thought that was dumb and a waste of time because it makes sense that you put them on the Ring of Honor roster. I don't know, just because there's already a bunch of people on the AEW roster, but that's just me. WWE's rumors had interest in Taven, so it's the thing of I go there and they are like, no, don't, and I go whatever, I do anyway, so it's pretty much that. The Kingdom's contracts are for 3 years and they're AEW deals. Kathy Kelly was like, I go WWE, and AEW was like, no, and Kathy was like, no, and then went to WWE. And then a Lucha Libre promoter who booked Laredo Kid in the past said that Impact Wrestler had over the weekend the emergency surgery. He had emergency surgery over the weekend because his intestines, they did a rupture, alright? That's going to do it for this episode, alright? I really hope you guys enjoyed this episode because I certainly enjoyed making it, and I'll definitely catch you guys in the next one.